Good afternoon, Alexina and Garrett. I would like to welcome everyone on this gorgeous day, and it is with the assistance of you, all of you, and because of this strong community that Garrett and Alexina's relationship has strengthened and grown and led them to this very moment. To help create this sacred space, we request that you please turn off your cell phones and no photography. Thank you for being here. Let us now begin. Please be seated. Alexina and Garrett, arriving here today is no small feat. The journey began the moment you first met, long before you sent out the invitations, chose this beautiful venue, or even decided to spend the rest of your lives together. Just shy of 7 years ago, your love bloomed and its fragrant blossoms have been sweetening your lives forever. One college summer, you fell easily into friendship and then quickly into love. You both committed to a long-distance relationship with over 1,000 miles between you. It was hard at times, but you made it work because you saw in one another your future. And most importantly, because you saw in one another the spark that was equally nurtured. You rejoiced in Skype dates and came to know each other in that intimate way that only endless chatting on the phone can bring about. And when your long distance came to an end finally, after 3 long years, you found the deepest joy in simply being together and building that life that you had imagined. You have seen each other through college degrees, new jobs, and cross-country moves. You have made new friends and kept up with the old. You have discovered new hobbies and settled in traditions of your own making. These almost 7 years, you have taken the time to learn what makes the other person smile, what makes them laugh, and how to best support them. Some of the most mundane moments are what make up the stories of our lives. It's the little acts of kindness forgotten and other moments that will stick with you forever. For Alexina, a moment like this happened after a tough day at work. Garrett called her over to see a big harvest moon, and she felt so much more at peace after watching it and listening to his funny stories. She loved how he could always make her feel better. And for Garrett, a moment like this came when he opened a letter that Alexina had written to him during their long-distance time apart. The letter contained a riddle for him to solve in order to open another note, which was locked in a password-protected tube. He thought that she made an effort to make the small things special, and that's what he loves. These moments, the little ones and the big ones, have formed the fabric of your relationship. Not only have you nurtured the love between you, but you've also both welcomed each other's families, communities, and lifelong friends. And you've joined them together with both warmth and enthusiasm. You have built a new village with your love, and that is worked every day to support that village as you become man and wife. We are going to celebrate a hand ceremony. I now invite you all to join hands with your neighbors. Hands touch hands. These hands that you hold now have held Alexina and Garrett's hands. Hand by hand, we touch those who are here with us, and we remember those who are no longer with us. And hand over hand, we touch all of humanity. Let our hands touching hands remind us that even as Garrett and Alexina now officially start their own family, they are just as much a part of the families that they step out of today as they were the day that they were born. They have touched you. They are all in your memories. They are in your stories. They have changed the way in which you move about the world. May you go joyfully and carry this moment of Alexina and Garrett's nuptials with you in your today, or in your hearts today and every day. And I say an amen. Thank you, and you may release each other's hands if you so choose. We do have a reading today. In our reading, the couple has composed as an ode to one another. And it's to be read by Alexina's friend Kim and Garrett's brother Preston. Kim, Preston, can you join over here?
She loves that he is understanding of the day's ups and downs and is always reassuring and thoughtful.
He loves that she is a patient listener and is willing to make compromises and find solutions.
She loves that he makes up funny new words.
He loves when she uses his made-up words in conversation.
She loves his long arms and thick eyelashes.
He loves her soft cheeks and the way she smells.
She loves that he does the laundry, cleans the gutters, changes the filters, and waters the plants.
He loves that she plans the weekly meals, makes the appointments, and helps keep the house tidy and organized.
She loves when he cuddles her, squeezes her, and wraps her up in a blanket like a burrito.
He loves when she holds his hand, scratches his head, and snuggles up to him.
She loves that he is so tall.
He loves that she is so short.
She loves that he dances with her.
He loves that she reads aloud to him.
She loves that he learned Latin so they could have fun communicating in another language.
He loves that she learned how to ski so that she could keep up with him on the slopes.
She loves spending time with his family and taking part in their unique traditions.
He loves spending time with her family and exploring their new home of Texas together.
She loves his passion for life.
He loves her infectious positivity.
She loves that he shares her most important values in life.
And he loves that she shares his hope for the future.
Thank you. Thank you, Kim and Preston. The couple has decided to additionally symbolize their union through a sand ceremony. I will ask now that Garrett and Alexina please step over to the table. Just as these grains of sand can never be separated and poured again into their individual containers, so too will your marriage and your families forever be intertwined. We begin with a layer of white sand with purple sand as we symbolize their relationship up to this moment.
Of course.
This is love. There you go.
Hey.
Go ahead. We'll do a little bit for yours. There we go. And as they pour their individual sands into the vase, they are symbolizing who they are as individuals. Then by pouring together, blending their two colors, represent a symbol of their joining in love forever. And lastly, there's room.
There we go.
That's perfect. That's right there. All right. And lastly, I will add this other layer of white sand that is representing you, their community, and their families, supporting them in marriage and holding them in their love. All right. Although this container may be moved around and the colors may shift and blend into new ways, these grains of sand cannot be separated. They will remain joined in a harmonious whole from this day forward. May your love be as eternal and as inseparable as these grains of sand. A strong marriage nurtures each of you as separate individuals. It allows you to maintain your unique identity and grow in your own way all through the years ahead. It's a safe haven for each of you to become your best selves. You are agreeing to share strength, responsibilities, and love. It takes trust to know in your hearts that you only want the best for one another. It takes dedication to stay open to one another, to learn and grow, even when it is difficult to do so. And it takes faith to go forward together without knowing what the future may hold for you both. This ceremony does not create this relationship between these two. They have done that on their own. This is a symbol of the love that they have forged over time. A symbol of the agreement to continue to build upon what is present here today, both as individuals and as partners. And when you succeed together. When you face challenges, you will face those challenges together. And when your love flourishes, it does so because you bring it about together. The bride and groom have a few words that they would like to say to one another.
Oh gosh.
Garrett Durkaz. Garrett Durkaz. Since we met, every candle I blew out was a wish to stand before you today. And yet I can hardly believe how lucky I am. We've already built a life that is rich and grounded and fun. And I am blessed beyond measure to live out the rest of it by your side. I trust you with my entire heart. You are my happy place, my home, and being loved by you is the greatest honor of my life. Today, I promise to love you forever, to cherish you, to celebrate you, to be honest, faithful, and patient. I promise to lean into your tenderness and warmth, and to keep growing beside you.
Alexina Aaron, you are my inspiration. You have filled my life with joy and thoughtfulness, and have given us a foundation upon which to build the rest of our lives together. You have supported me, expanded me, adapted to me, and grown with me for almost 7 years. I'm ready to take the next steps with you, to marry you, to be a father to our future children, to grow old together. I promise that for the rest of our lives together, I will love you, treat you with respect, communicate with you, support you, trust you, appreciate you, and fill you with joy to the best of my ability.
You fell in love by chance, but you're here today because you're making a choice. You are both choosing each other. You've chosen to be with someone who enhances you, who makes you think, who makes you smile, and that makes your every day brighter. You're about to make promises to each other that you intend to keep. You're vowing to take care of each other, to stand up for one another, to find happiness in the other. There's a simple premise to each of these promises that you make here today, and that is you're vowing to be there. You're teaming up and saying to the other one, every experience I have, I want to have with you. Alexina, Garrett, it's the time. Garrett, please repeat after me. Alexina, I swear to you
Alexina, I swear to you
that I will dedicate my life
that I will dedicate my life
from this day forward
from this day forward
to filling our days
to filling our days
with beauty and laughter.
with beauty and laughter.
I will celebrate your spirit
I will celebrate your spirit
and all of your
and
accomplishments.
all of your accomplishments.
I will work to inspire you,
I will work to inspire you,
go on adventures with
go
you,
on adventures with you,
and be here to remind you
and be here to remind you
of your beauty and strength.
of your beauty and strength.
I take you today as my partner,
I take you today as my partner,
my confidant,
my confidant,
my other half,
my other half,
and I will love you for the rest of my life.
and I will love you for the rest of my life.
Alexina, please repeat after me. Garrett, I swear to you
Garrett, I swear to you
that I will dedicate my life
that I will dedicate my life
from this day forward
from this day forward
to filling our days
to filling our days
with beauty and laughter.
with beauty and laughter.
I will celebrate your spirit
I will celebrate your spirit
and all of your accomplishments.
and all of your accomplishments.
I will work to inspire you,
I will work to inspire you,
go on adventures with you,
go on adventures with you,
and be here to remind you
and be here to remind you
of your beauty and strength.
of your beauty and strength.
I take you today as my partner,
I take you today as my partner,
my confidant,
my confidant,
my other half,
my other half,
and I will love you for the rest of my life.
and I will love you for the rest of my life.
Alexina, do you take Garrett Derkaz to be your partner in life, your best friend, and act as his biggest supporter from this day forward as your lawful husband? If so, please pronounce I do.
I do.
Garrett, do you take Alexina Aaron to be your partner in life, your best friend, to act as her biggest supporter from this day forward as your lawful wife? If so, please pronounce I do.
I do.
And to everyone here, do you promise to stand by this couple, to remind them of their vows here today, to act as a supportive example of love and family? If so, please do pronounce we do. We do. May I have the rings, please? Thank you. Garrett and Alexina have chosen these rings to represent the unbreakable circle of life and love. Love freely given has no beginning and no end, no giver and no receiver, for each is the giver and each is the receiver. May these rings always remind you of the vows that you are taking here today. Alexina, please place this ring on Garrett's finger and repeat after me. Garrett, I give you this ring.
Garrett, I give you this ring.
Wear it with love and joy
Wear it with love and joy
to remind you of this day
to remind you of this day
when we vowed
when we vowed
that our love can overcome all things,
that our love can overcome all things,
that our love unites, that our love unites,
that our love unites,
inspires,
inspires,
and celebrates us both equally,
and celebrates us both equally,
and will continue to do so for the rest of our lives.
and will continue to do so for the rest of our lives.
As this ring has no beginning
As this ring has no beginning
and no
and
end,
no end,
my love for you is also infinite.
my love for you is also infinite.
Beautiful. Garrett, please place these rings on Alexina's finger and repeat after me.
Pointy side down.
Alexina, I give you this ring.
Alexina, I give you this ring.
Wear it with love and joy
Wear it with love and joy
to remind you of this day
to remind you of this day
when we vowed
when we vowed
that our love can overcome all things,
that our love can overcome all things,
that our love unites,
that our love unites,
inspires,
inspires,
and celebrates us both equally.
and celebrates us both equally.
And I will continue to do so for the rest of my life.
And I will continue to do so for the rest of my life.
As this ring has no beginning and no end,
As this ring has no beginning and no end,
my love for you is also infinite.
my love for you is also infinite.
Perfect. All right. Hands. Alexina and Garrett, it is with such joy that I now send you out into the world to celebrate and spread this beautiful light that you have between the two of you. By the power that has been vested in me, I now, for the first time, pronounce you married. May you need one another, but not out of weakness. May you want one another, but not out of lack. May you have happiness, and may you find it in making the other happy. May you have love, and may you find it in loving one another. And may you walk hand in hand the rest of your days. I say, now please, seal this ritual with a kiss. Nice. All right. Help me in greeting the newly married couple, Mr. Garrett and Alexina Durkaz.